What's going on, guys? It's Street Crypto here, back for another video. In today's video, I want to talk about the Curve DAO token and give you guys a price prediction. So Curve DAO is currently sitting at $5.61, seeing around about an 18% increase in the last 24 hours, with a market cap of 2.4 billion and a volume of 1.5 billion. So its volume is important to note because it has 62% worth of volume traded in the last 24 hours in comparison to its market cap. So if you don't know what Curve DAO essentially is, Curve is a decentralized exchange for stablecoins that uses a automated market maker to manage liquidity. So there are a lot of complex explanations to what Curve does in terms of to the traditional retail investor, but essentially I think of Curve as an exchange for stablecoins. Now, there's a lot more to go into that, but I'm just not going to get really into what Curve essentially is. I'm just going to get into why it's been pumping, what's next, and some news that's come out recently. So one of the first things that I want to mention is that CRV, which is Curve DAO's native token, has actually 89% of all circulating CRV is locked away for around 3.7 years, which is an insane amount. No, that's nearly 90% of its supply. That means 90% of its supply cannot be traded within the next nearly 4 years now. And there's been a lot of things that have been coming up towards supporting Curve DAO's growth, and a lot of projects launching with integrations with CRV. And another reason for the uptrend in CRV is the ongoing curve war between protocols like Yearn Finance and Convex Finance, who find themselves competing to offer the most attractive yields to entice CRV holders to lock their tokens. So essentially, why we're seeing such an increase in Curve's price is because people are buying in order to lock them up for a certain amount of time and then receive a yield or quote-unquote staking for their tokens. And there's been a shortage of supply and a greater demand. So that's why we've seen the increase in price, because obviously as supply decreases, if demand is stable, or at least or if demand increases or is stable, at least price will increase as supply decreases. However, Curve's total value locked has also been surging. If we have a look at this chart, since the start of the year, it has just been on a tremendous uptrend and is nearing $20 billion as of today. So there's been a lot of things that have been really, really good for Curve in the last couple of weeks to months, and it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. The total lock value is currently sitting at $20.6 billion, and I imagine it will hit $30 billion by somewhere between February and March. Now, the last thing I want to get into, and the thing you clicked on this video for, is some price predictions and some price action. So if we have a look, CRV started this major uptrend on the 21st of November, hitting $3.70, and then up nearly 62% in that time. So we got a massive breakdown of a downward trend line that we formed around about here. So we got this breakout, we got a close above it, and then we retested it pretty much perfectly, and then saw a spike in volume and just a major move up. Now, what's next for CRV? Well, there's going to be a couple of things that are going to happen. Now, first thing I want to mention is the MACD. Now, the MACD is obviously one indicator, but it is a reliable indicator when used in correlation with many others. And if we have a look to the similar move here, we can see that the MACD is at a similar level. Now, we got a cross in the MACD here, and then saw a correction of, around about 22%, 20%, say to so. So I imagine we're going to see a cross of the MACD quite soon. Imagine it could be happening within the next couple of hours, in fact. And once we get this MACD cross, I imagine we're going to see CRV test at least support at $5. Now, the reason I say that is because I think CRV is a little bit overextended. People are going to start taking profits, and we're going to see at least a $5 CRV within the next couple of days. I just think it's pretty likely because we haven't seen a major downward trend movement. Once we saw a massive move in early October, we saw a period of consolidation / correction for at least a few days, about a week, and it could be something similar here. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily bad for CRV. I just think that testing support at $5 is likely within the next couple of days. However, I also want to mention the other case, and the other bullish case that could happen with CRV. As we can see, we've been testing this trend line upwards since the 22nd of November, as I mentioned before. And if we come back and test this trend line again at $5.27, we can easily see a bounce upwards and then possibly form a double top. Now, that would see us look like something like this. So come back down to around $5.26, and then back down towards $6.20, and probably form a double top like this, and then eventually come back down. But I would say testing the $5 mark is going to happen very, very soon, and I wouldn't be buying CRV at the moment. I would just wait for at least the $5 support. It has acted as a decent resistance zone in the past, and you always want to be buying at support in order to get the biggest gains in crypto. So that's the likely case for now. Watch for the $5 retest, and then if we get a breakdown again of $5, we will easily test $4.50, and then add the major support is then at $4 and then $3.50. But I would say likely case, test $5, consolidate at the $5 mark, and then either get a break up to the upside or the downside. But for the short term, I'm just going to say watch out for the $5 mark, guys. This is where you should be looking at certain buy orders. But I'll make updates throughout the video and throughout the next couple of days on my Twitter as well. If you guys want to check out any other cryptos, let me know down below. You guys should go check out my Twitter as well. This is where I give updates the quickest and before I even post any kind of videos on YouTube. And I do TA here and there. I post gems. I post a lot of things that are coming up in the crypto space, so be sure to not miss out on anything. But I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.